Hello and welcome to the Transformers Lore Series. This series is intended to be used to help people understand Transformers more. Maybe you liked Transformers as a kid and then grew out of it, but now you're coming back into the community and like to do some catching up. Maybe you've seen all the TV shows and movies but want to know more about some of your favorite characters. Maybe you've only seen the Michael Bay movies and you want to know more about the source material Transformers came from. Hey, maybe you're a fan that just likes to see continuity broken down into a quick, understandable fashion for quick reference. As long as I get one person interested in Transformers, my job is done. First, I'd like to explain what it is exactly that the Transformers Lore series will be covering. In fact, the name Transformers Lore itself is a bit misleading. The series intends to cover everything in the Transformers multiverse, which is not limited to just Transformers. Different media has shown that there are other properties that exist firmly in the Transformers multiverse, and because of that, I will cover them. This includes GoBots, Robotics, Stariers, Brave X Kaiser, Zoid's Chaotic Century, and Zoid's New Century. There are also different franchises that may share the same universe as a Transformers universe. This includes G.I. Joe, Jem and the Holograms, Cops, Inhumanoids, Micronauts, Mask, Action Man, and ROM. Because of existing in the same shared universe, I will also be covering them. So, that's a lot we'll be covering in Transformers lore. So what will I not be covering? Well, even though I listed some non-Transformers titles I will be covering, I will not be covering all of that franchise. For example, while the TV show G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero is set in the same continuity as the first Transformers show, G.I. Joe Sigma 6 is not set in any Transformers universe, nor does it connect to anything. Thus, G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero will be covered in Transformers lore, but G.I. Joe Sigma 6 will not be. Other series and franchises I will not cover are those which have momentarily crossed over with the Transformers, but do not exist within the Transformers multiverse. These realities usually exist in the Megaverse or the Omniverse. Realities that have momentarily been involved with the Transformers that will not be covered include the Marvel Multiverse, Doctor Who, Star Wars, Animorphs, Ben 10, and Neon Genesis Evangelion. So, how do I start? Well, there are the first 3 Transformers lore episodes, the original trilogy, if you will. These 3 episodes serve to establish all you need to know for how the multiverse was created and the early history of the multiverse before things really evolved into their separate ways. I also recommend watching the video on multiversal notation afterwards to sort of get you to know what the terminology it is I'm using in the series. From this point on, the series divides into the different universes. There are playlists set up to give you the best viewing order for all the different universes, or you could continue on the main playlist, which puts the videos of all the universes in the closest thing to chronological order I can make. In most universes, they will eventually cross over with other universes during events like the Universe War, the Unicron Singularity Crisis, or anything made by Fun Publications. These events serve as a sort of Crisis on Infinite Earths of the Transformers multiverse, and if it wasn't for these events, the Transformers lore series probably wouldn't exist because everything would be self-explanatory. Thanks to the deep and rich lore that connects all the universes, we have a much deeper and richer Transformers lore to cover. Now, in addition to the normal Transformers lore videos, there is another series called Transformers Lore Corrections. These videos serve as a type of vlog where I correct things I've said in previous Transformers lore videos. Nobody's perfect, so whenever I get something wrong, I just correct myself. So go ahead and check out Transformers lore. The series is currently ongoing and probably will stay ongoing for a very long time. I work my best to get videos out, though I'm still a beginner at video editing. I can only improve. If a universe you'd like to see covered isn't currently being covered, feel free to leave a comment suggesting that universe. That ends this introduction to the Transformers lore series. Thank you so much for watching. Till all are one.